welcome to this video log with me, Wayne, from SwimCycleRunCoach. Well, I've now been and done my first open water race of the season, and that means I've been in open water 4 times, 3 times training and once in a race. And one thing I'm incredibly grateful for is that I haven't had any neck rub at all throughout all the swims I've done. Now in the past I have been using this Glide lubricant, which you apply directly to an area you need it, but I find it wears off and I've suffered terribly from neck rub. This season I've been using this, which is the Sports Shield from Teutons, and this will be on the site if you want to try it. What I find is because of the roll-on applicator, it really does go on exactly where I need it, and it actually works, and my swims have been really comfortable. Now my wetsuit of choice at this point in time is the Xterra Vector Pro, and I love it. It's really flexible and nice. But I do find that where it's pulling across the neck and where it's got double seams, it tends to rub. So I not only apply the Sports Shield directly to my neck in the area I really need it, but I also apply some to the double seam and a little bit to the wetsuit itself, because it's non-destructive to neoprene, so you can actually apply it to the wetsuit. That is really helpful. Hint, apply it to both yourself and the wetsuit, and it really helps. But here's another hint. Use a cloth or a tissue of some kind when applying it, so that you're applying it with the roll-on and you're not touching it with your hands, because if you touch whatever you're putting it on with your hands, you're applying lubricant to your hands. Now what happens then is you put your arm through your wetsuit, you're trying to pull it up, and of course your hands are lubricated, so you're slipping off the neoprene. That is not very clever. So my tip to you is when you're applying the Teuton Sports Shield, just use a hanky or a piece of cloth to apply it around the neck and apply it to the arms. Now that's something else I do. Here's tip number 3 for today. Apply some Teuton Sports Shield to your arms and also around the top of your tri-suit where it's going to come. And what that does is it applies lubrication underneath your wetsuit, so you can really ease out, and you've got a lot of extra movement from your arms. Also round your tri-suit, it's reducing the pull the tri-suit has on your chest, which actually I think, even if it's only mentally, reduces that tight-chested feeling that sometimes you get in a wetsuit. So there's 3 useful tips for you open water swimming. Now I in Blenheim did a swim of about 12:27 and I felt really comfortable doing that. I don't think I went fast enough, I don't think I pushed myself, but I had really no one around me until the very end when someone just came past me. So it really does pay when you're swimming to feel as comfortable as possible, with your arms as lubricated as possible, with just swimming easy, and you will have a much nicer racing and open water swimming experience. Okay, so there's 3 key tips for your racing this week. First, instead of something like Glide, which tends to come off in the water, use something like Teutons, which is a silicone lubricant. This is available on the site and you can buy it for $12.99. Now the silicone lubricant comes with a ball applicator, but my advice to you, tip number 2, use a cloth to apply it, and that way you won't get it on your fingers. Put it all around the areas that you think you're going to need or it's going to rub, which is both on yourself and on your wetsuit, on those double seams and areas that might pull. Also, tip number 3, put it over your shoulders and the area that is at the top of your tri-suit, and that will give you extra lubrication around your shoulders, extra lubrication around your chest, which will not only make your arms freer, but give your chest a freer feel whilst you're in the wetsuit. Hopefully that will be a key to you having really nice swims in your races. Okay, we not only have the Sports Shield, we also have Butt Shield. Now Butt Shield is for your nether regions. If you're doing something on a long-term basis or a multi-stage ride, such as a charity ride, an Ironman, then you might want to use that, because you can add that to yourself where you think you might need it, but also to your chamois, artificial or real, and that will protect your nether regions. And there's nothing worse on a long ride or a multi-stage ride in actually getting saddle sores, and that ruining your long-term ride. Okay, so both of those are on the website. That's it for this week. Hopefully you're going to race this weekend. If you are, take those tips into your race. It will make your racing experience better. I'll see you next week. If you're racing this weekend, have a fantastic race. Keep well.